What is up, my fragrant people? We all know that green fragrances can be some of the most masculine fragrances on the market. And for spring, when you wear a green fragrance, y'all, you know the sillage that we create. It's masculine, it's sexy, it's alluring, but more importantly, it's soft enough to get attention, but not overwhelm. Today, I have 6 fragrances that you guys have got to put your nose on. These are the 6 best green fragrances in my collection. Let's go. Now, first up is one of the best designers out there for men's clothing and for perfumery. This is a masterful blending of grapefruit and vetiver from the house of Tom Ford. It's great vetiver. Grapefruit, sage, nutmeg, vetiver, some oak moss, and there's a little pinch of amber in the bottom. Of this list, this is the gentleman. This is the most refined. This is buttery smooth. This is refined. This is the rugged gentleman, if you will. Whether you're wearing a suit or you've dressed this down to some slacks and a dress shirt. Guys, this fragrance is hitting on all cylinders. You can wear this daytime or nighttime, but it is perfect for a spring day for me. Nice and citrusy, kind of juicy, but it takes a backdrop to the cleanliness and the earthiness of the vetiver. Green, clean, perfect for spring. Now this next one up, guys, is very green. This reminds you of spring in a bottle. Yes, it's synthetic, but it's very well done. From the house of Bond number 9, Chez Bond. So this one, guys, it will remind you of grape vetiver because they have some similar characteristics, but this one here is even more linear. This one is flat, okay? What you get is what you spray on the whole time you have it on. It lasts a little bit better than grape vetiver. This one also features vetiver, citruses, and some wood notes, but this one also has tea and it has more green notes in this one. So if you want something that's gonna be a little more green, not like a mossy green, but more like a grassy green, but it has the citruses still. Great fragrance, guys. A very, very good fragrance. Chez Bond is perfect for spring, y'all. And this one, guys, is lasting on my skin 5 to 6, maybe 7 hours solid. If you wanna smell like you just stepped out of the barber's chair. Woody, green, smooth, and brings back the buttery feel. Extremely clean, almost too clean. This one is my favorite from the house of Chanel, Platinum Egoist. Egoist Platinum, Platinum Egoist, however you want to call it. But guys, this one is, like I said, my favorite. It just brings forth the green, but it cleans it up even more with the vetiver. And the sandalwood in here comes up in the mid and it stays all the way down until it dries through. Guys, this one gives a nutty, almost buttery feel to it. I spray this about 6 to 8 times. I hit my clothes mostly. I only hit my skin about 2 or 3 times with this one, but I hit my clothes so it can last and it goes through its paces over the course of about 2 hours. And for me, my Egoist Platinum is lasting 8-9 hours easily. When spring comes around, I cannot wait. When I pull out my greens, this one is the first one I go to. A very good fragrance, guys. And you talk about compliments, you talk about women loving the way you smell, masculinity in a bottle, it's Egoist Platinum, baby. You guys, if you have not tried this one, the Egoist is good, but for spring, I love Egoist Platinum. You gotta get your nose on this. You gotta wear this on your next spring date. This next one is one that I posted on Instagram, guys. It was my fragrance of the day a couple days ago, and I love it. I discovered this through another fragrance reviewer a while back when it first came out, and this was love at first sniff. The perfect spring fragrance. Although it's not my favorite, it is perfect. And I think a lot of you guys will like it if you have not tried it. From the house that says there's art in chemistry, Eccentric Molecules, this is Eccentric 05. Guys, if you have not had a fragrance that has featured fig or fig leaf, you need to try this one because this has both. fig and fig leaf, according to Eccentric Molecules. This one also throws in some jasmine. At the base, you're gonna have ambrox in there, which just aids in the performance of it. This lasts all day on my skin, but when it dries down, it is a woody musk fragrance that also carries a little bit of orange from the top note. I love that because it reminds me of Molecule 01 plus Mandarin. This one does start off with orange, fig, and fig leaf. It gives you almost a peppery candy vibe, but as it starts to dry down, it cleans up so well. It becomes almost cinnamony, but it's very green. This is a spring walk in the woods, guys, in an orange orchard. Eating an orange while you're eating a fig and the musk down below. Guys, you have got to get your nose on this one. Whenever I'm wearing Eccentric 05, people always are very curious on what I'm wearing because it smells like nothing else. Just like the others from Eccentric Molecules, this does not smell like any other fragrance. Citrusy spring, you will not be disappointed. All right, now who's up next? Okay, guys, this one. If you've never had a fragrance that features the note of cannabis, I think you should try this one first, especially in the spring. Do not wait till winter. Spring, maybe summer. Summertime can be a little bit much for this one, but it can work if you tone down the sprays. This one from the house of Mancera, it's Hindu Kush. What you're gonna get from this one, guys, is cannabis carried by incense. That in itself is gonna give you some power, little bit of aromatic green there, but the star of the show is patchouli. If you do not like patchouli, you're not gonna like this one because the patchouli is kind of potent, a little pungent, all right? But you gotta get this on your skin. In particular, get this on your pulse points. This is perfect on a good, moisturized, clean body. I would spray myself twice on my skin, hit my clothes one time, you're good for the day. This one is beast mode on me. Like Mancera's can tend to be, this one is lasting, guys, 7, 8, 9 hours on me super easily. The sillage is where it's at. When people smell this behind me and they're in my sillage, that's when the compliments come. When people are actually in the wind from me, that's when I get approached and people ask me what I'm wearing. A really good fragrance because no one else seems to be wearing this from Mancera. And it could be because a lot of people don't like it. This one is not a guarantee that you're gonna like. You need to smell this one first. But I found that the men that actually tried this and they liked it, they really loved it and they kept the bottle in rotation. So cannabis, a green patchouli, perfect for spring. Very clean, but it's not as clean as the other ones. This one has more of an ambery patchouli cleanliness to it. So you gotta get your nose on it first. But if you can like it, I think that you're gonna love this one. I do. Check it out. Now, last but not least, how can I make a spring fragrance list without talking about top 5 of my favorite houses of all time? Parfums de Marly. This one is Greenlee. Green apple, mandarin orange, petitgrain, and oak moss. Has a little slight touch of musk in the dry down. So when it finally does dry down, guys, beast mode. It is a slightly citrusy, green, musky fragrance. There's no wonder why Greenlee is so popular amongst men, especially since it's come out. It's very, very popular in the fragrance community. Everybody knows about it and a lot of guys buy it. This thing, I heard, stays sold out. I had to get it from Nordstrom's, but this one stays sold out online for whatever reason. I like the 2.5 ounce bottles because they fit better in my collection. Those bigger bottles don't tend to do me, doesn't do well on my shelves, but this is a perfect amount because I only wear Greenlee in the spring and I might spray it a few times in the summer. I don't see me wearing this really any other time. Anyone wearing this, they can attest to it. Put it down in the comment section. I know you love it. Anyone that has had this, I've never heard anyone say that they hated Greenlee. If you do not know this one, you've got to put your nose on it. Parfums de Marly, so you know it's beast mode. This lasts all day. You got to wash it out. This one is lasting 10, 11 hours plus on me. The notes in here have been done several times because it just works. Gets compliments, people love it, mass appealing. It's not extremely unique, but This one hits on all cylinders, guys, and being made by Parfums de Marly, you know it's beast mode. It's going to perform. You're going to love it. You probably only need the 2.5 ounce bottle for the rest of your life. Green for spring, perfectly clean, an excellent fragrance, excellent choice for men. Check it out. So you guys know the outro. I want to know, what are you guys wearing for spring? But I want to know your green fragrances. We already did my top spring. I want to know your green. What are your very best green? Your oak mosses, your grasses, your patchoulis. What are you wearing that maybe I've never heard of? Or are you wearing any of these? Either way, thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out my video. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. I love all of you guys. And until next time, keep smelling good.